Hello everybody, ZeroEmpires here, having a look at a complete Age of Empires mod. Now earlier on today, I was actually playing Minecraft, and I had a look at the Pistons mod because I've stopped sort of playing Minecraft recently, but I thought I'd have a look at it to see what it was all about. I was quite impressed. Anyway, I looked at the mod and it reminded me of a mod that was available, or that is available, for Age of Empires 2. And it's called Age of Chivalry, and it's a complete game overhaul mod. It's extremely, I don't know how to really put it, it's extremely different, but at the same time it retains the original sort of charm of Age of Empires, and it also has the same sort of gist, and it's hard to explain, but all the units are basically the same sort of price, even though there's more buildings, it looks different, and things are notably different. And I'm sure you'll see as we go along. So, it's called the Age of Chivalry, and I will provide a link to the download in the description of the video. And it's really good. I really recommend it to anyone who likes the game. It makes it feel completely different, even though it's got a lot of the same aspects. The main difference so far at the start of the game is town centre looks completely different, and that's quite an obvious difference. And also I noticed that you have silver, well they're called florins, because it is set in sort of medieval, Middle Ages kind of times. They're 12th century here, and you progress all the way up to the 15th or 16th century, I do believe. So anyway, as I was saying, you have florins, which can be mined from silver mines. They still say gold on the minimap, but the actual silver mines themselves are silver in colour. There we go, look. It's not so gold anymore. And everything in the game tends to require florins or silver to create or make, which I don't know if that's a good thing. It's certainly different. And I've missed a sheep there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not very good at commentating whilst I play. You know, that's not really my forte, as I said in my previous video. But anyway, this is going to be quite a long video, I think, because the game is very much more in depth now. I believe games will last a lot longer, as they are very more in depth. Okay, so let's just get this boar, and I'll build a mill over here. Graphically, it is very different. As you can see, the graphics are... the houses are the same, the mill is different. And also, I can't believe I forgot to say this already, the actual civilizations are totally different as well. Now you actually get 13 completely different civilizations, and the original ones are not even in the mod. So it makes it feel a lot different. Even though it's kind of similar, it does feel different still. And I've probably said that about 9 times already, but I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from. Okay, another difference to note is... oh, I think he'll be alright, I've got loom. Another difference to note is that the villagers are actually called peasants. You train peasants. You can breed sheep at the town centre. And instead of going to, you know when you go to the feudal age from the dark age it costs 500 food. Well, now it actually costs 800 food and 200 gold. And this is what I mean about the game being a lot more in depth. There is a lot more required to actually advance and get teched up, which is quite nice really. It does add another level of depth. It's also really easy to install. The mod is basically a downloadable exe file, and you just run it, and it installs really easily, and you can still play the original game on top of it as well. So it's really good. I'm playing against a normal opponent because the AI seems to be drastically improved as well. So you could probably call me a big pansy for doing that, because looking at the scores I'm quite far ahead. But I did try and play a 2v1, 2 computers against myself, earlier on, and I got absolutely stomped, to say the least. I did not stand a chance. But you could put that down to the fact that I've not really played this mod before. So anyway, I'm going to work on getting my resources up, and I'm going to cut the video slightly because there's not too much to show here. And once I age up into the 13th century, I will bring the video back. Hello again. I decided that I would go against my word, and I actually skipped out a big part, and I've actually come back to the game in the 15th century. You've probably noticed the massive time jump there. I basically decided that I was going to get a real good idea about the game and basically build every building and research every research and see what I came up with. So here was where my original town centre where I started. As you can see, there's a lot more farms around it. There's more farms. There's another town centre here. There's some more mills, and there's another town centre here. And there's a lot of everything, really. The biggest difference that you might not have noticed, but I'm pointing out now, is the princely court, which I have built and got all the researches from. Now, I don't know if I should have waited with the researches, but I'm just going to go ahead and explain what they all did. So basically, you get a lot of researches from the princely court. One of the researches being you can increase your population. So I now have a population cap of 300 rather than 200, and you get that in increments of 25, 25 and 50 extra population, which comes as 3 different researches. You can also trade a hero from here, and you can only have 1 hero, so I'll show you where my hero is at the moment, and I've got quite a large army over here as well. Where's he gone? Is that him there? There we go. There's my hero. As you can see, his stats are really good. Angus Og MacDonald, because I'm playing Scots, so yeah. He's my hero, he's pretty good. Other things that I've built, I have the 2 tower houses which act the same as castles, and from here you can build knights and man-at-arms, and I believe there's loads of different things you can actually get from castles depending on what civilization you are, but ultimately they are where you produce your stronger units. Now, instead of having different buildings that produce different types of units, as you can see here, I can produce foot soldiers and mounted units. From this barracks here, I can produce mounted units and foot soldiers, and from this barracks here, I can produce archers and horse units and foot units. So now, instead of having a unique building for a unique unit type, you can actually you upgrade your buildings in a sense. So this one's called the Lowland Barracks, and you can build weak units from here. You then go up to the Highland Barracks, which you can build stronger units from, and then you go finally up to the Tower House, where you can build your strongest units. So as you can see here, I'm actually only able to build